What is up, guys? It's Adrian Analytics here, and today I will be bringing you guys a video talking about the top 5 point guards in the NBA entering the 2016 and 2017 season. Now, a lot of things are subject to change. People might get hurt, people might have a breakout season, people might have a down season. There's a lot of variables that are into this, and they can all change and change their position in the 1 through 5 spots. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting off first, there really is no discussion. Stephen Curry. Now, a lot of people know him for his amazing scoring, and that's understandable. He is probably one of the best scorers in NBA history, but not a lot of people pay attention to his defensive side of the court. He actually led the NBA in steals, well, tied with Ricky Rubio, Kyle Lowry, and CP3. Yeah, he's not all in your face like Kawhi Leonard, but that is understandable. His main job on the court, believe it or not, is to score. He knows how to score, he knows when to score, and he knows when to pass the ball to his basically super team now, which I feel like he will use and utilize Kevin Durant better than how Russell Westbrook did. Yes, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant was the MVP, yet Russell Westbrook played that he was the MVP of the team, and it's not his team. It is Kevin Durant's. And a lot of people say, "Oh wait, I'm getting off the discussion, man. Let's keep it to Stephen Curry. Defensively, I think he deserves more credit than what he is given. Stephen Curry is a better player than people think he is. If that's even possible, if that even is possible, man, he is a better player than what people think of him." Next up, we have John Wall. I already see all the hate coming. John Wall doesn't deserve to be this high. I believe he does. I believe he's one of the best all-around point guards in the league. He has so much potential. He has developed really quick, and he does whatever it takes for his team to win. Unlike, stick to John Wall. That is why I put him on this list, man, because he's the best all-around, and he does whatever it takes to win. He really isn't a pass first point guard, but he really isn't a ball dominant point guard like Westbrook. He does look to pass, but not as hard as someone like Rajon Rondo. But he's, in my opinion, a Chris Paul with an athletic skill set. Another reason why I put him at number 2 is because he controls the tempo of the game, which is the point guard's most important duty on the court. And it seems like a lot of people don't understand that. They don't seem that the tempo of the game is important. It really is. And I will get to it later on in this video. Defensively wise, John Wall is a great defender. Not the best. He's a great, okay defender. But the way he can just change the game by his explosive dunks, his amazing layups, he can drop a dime whenever he wants. He's a really good pick and roll player. Maybe if they were to get a better post, that's a better pick and roll player, then I think John Wall would just explode, have an amazing season. And maybe Marcin Gortat can help. Maybe he can stretch the floor a little bit by getting better in his mid-range shots. But hey, we'll have to see. Moving on to the third, and like I said earlier, Chris Paul. He's basically the unathletic version of John Wall. Okay, he does whatever it takes for his team to win. He really thinks about passing because, helping others. All right, stop. Helping others score. He is one of the best. He is the best pick and roll point guards in the NBA. Why? You have to be. You have Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan on your team. You need to use them. You need to utilize them in the best way so your team can win. And that's why I believe Chris Paul is number 3, because he can do that. He is an all-around point guard. Defensively, he's not as aggressive as others, but the entire Clippers team isn't aggressive on defense, man. You know that. Shouts out to DeAndre, but that's basically it. Chris Paul, he is getting older. I understand that. But I feel like he can still compete. I feel like this will not be a down season. I feel like he'll play as the same he did last season, Hopefully, the injury this summer did not mess him up. Hopefully, he will come back stronger, better. Playing with Blake Griffin, he was out for basically the entire season, punching people for no reason, rhyming accidentally. But I feel like he can contribute the same as he always has for these past couple of years, and that's why I put him at number 3. Oh boy, here's where I feel like I'm gonna get hate. Sorry, OKC fans, Westbrook is not here. I'd have to give it to Kyle Lowry. Now, before I get told, yes, what Westbrook is an underrated passer. He is explosive. He's tough to guard. What else don't you want from a point guard? I want a point guard that can help his team win. That's why I put the other point guards up ahead of these guys. Kyle Lowry, without him on the court, the Toronto's offense is that of the 76ers statistically, relatively. Their defense is relatively as close to the Clippers. I mean, that's just horrible. That's why I believe they need Kyle Lowry. I feel like Kyle Lowry is the 4th best point guard in the NBA because of the way he controls the game, because of the way he is needed. He is the MVP on his team, and he utilizes that. He embraces that. He knows that. So he doesn't try to go all superhero like Russell Westbrook. He sticks to his game, and it helps his team win just because of who he is and how he plays. He will get assists. He will drive in the lane. The only thing that I feel like he needs to work on is his jump shot. He works on his jump shot. It's deadly. It's GG. He will be the top 3 point guard in the NBA. Defensively, he's okay. Not great. Okay. Underrated for sure, but just not a lot of on-ball defense. I mean, he's a really good pass interceptor. I will give him that. He knows how to start a break, which is amazing, and he doesn't just think about driving in the lane and taking it the entire 90 foot. No. He looks to pass, he looks to see who's trailing, and that's what I believe that leads his team to win. All right. Russell Westbrook's here. Now, he is an amazing point guard. If it just for this one thing, he would be top 3 in my opinion. Maybe top 2. He needs to help his team win. Now, in the words of Meek Mill, I be going hard, Westbrook 4th quarter. This is why the Thunder performed the worst in the 4th quarter. Yes, Westbrook goes hard in the 4th. That's easily seen. This includes driving in the lane like a madman, playing selfish ball, and just he's just not in control while he's playing. I mean, yes, you are one of the best point guards, Russell. I will admit that. But if you are not going to help your team win, you will become a ball hogger in the 4th just because you think you can go off. I mean, yes, you can go off and get a triple-double. That is your type of player. But you can't be doing that if your team is not winning. How are you going to blow so many 4th quarter leads just because you want to be selfish and you think your type of game is right? And a lot of point guards don't do this because they are the point guards. They are the generals on the court. They understand that they have to set the tempo in which their team will excel at. And Russell Westbrook, basically in the 4th quarter, turns off his vision mode and just sees the basket. He does not see his teammates. He does not see the defense. He does not seem to get the best play out there in those 24 seconds. He winds down the clock. I mean, he doesn't wind down the clock. He goes on fast breaks like insane if they miss a shot. He doesn't look to pass. And a lot of people will argue he does look to pass. He is one of the best assists guys. He averaged 10 assists a game. Yes, he did. But assist doesn't mean you help your team win. It doesn't mean you help your team score. Because there's been so many times he could have passed the ball, but he doesn't. And that's what really, I don't see him being a top 3 point guard this season just because of that. Hey, if he works better without Kevin Durant, then he can definitely become a second best player in the NBA. I mean, second best point guard, I'm sorry. But until then, I think this is the list. of how point guards will be entering the NBA in the 2016 to 2017 season. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is my new channel. I do want to do this more often. If you guys are hearing this right now, thank you for sticking through the video. But this channel is basically, I'm going to bring you guys NBA news, the latest news, latest rumors, latest everything. I will talk about anything you guys question me about. This is going to be all NBA, and this will be a community channel. I want everyone to feel involved. I want everyone to talk about the NBA here. So leave a like and subscribe, man. It will help a lot. Thank you guys.